Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome to this edition of the Chi Epsilon Pi weather discussion. Today is October 31st, 2014, and you may think that will be tricking you by saying that we have some snow and sleet out there, but that is definitely no trick here on this Halloween. The situation that we currently have going on right now is we had a small low pressure system that moved through the area. For a little bit, we were in that deformation zone, especially as the cold front moved through. That was the reason why we had some of our temperatures drop into the upper 30s and our dew point significantly drop into the mid 20s, but we have had plenty of cloud cover today, as indicated by the station models with the full circles. And the winds have definitely shifted to the north, and that is the reason why we've been seeing plenty lake effect rain showers. I know today, as of 12 p.m., we had already seen a lot of mixed precipitation with some sleet out there. And the main story with a lot of this weather has actually been with the wind, because we have a very strong high pressure that is moving in from the northwest back here. I believe the models were indicating that this could be as high as 1036 millibars for our mean sea level pressure. And so it really has created this tight pressure gradient and is the reason why the winds have been so blustery today. I believe the Michigan City buoy in Lake Michigan recorded a wind gust close to 67 miles per hour earlier this afternoon. So we are expecting some of these lake effect showers, rain and snow showers, to keep occurring as these winds keep coming from the north. They should be clearing up by tonight. If you look outside as of right now at around 2:30 when I'm recording this, still quite a bit of cloud cover out there. But once this low pressure system moves and the winds die down and we actually get on the west side of this high, when we get southerly winds, it actually will be warming up a little bit later in the week, and we'll see that reflected when we go through some of the model datas in just a little bit. So here is a look at the 12Z NAM, and we can see the low pressure off to the east here and the high pressure moving in behind it, and plenty of nice cold winter air to move in from the north. So as we go ahead and loop this, we'll see that the low continues to move off to the east and the high pressure will settle in over the area. Here are most of the northerly winds. Again, the reason why we are experiencing a lot of the lake effect rain and snow showers. Right, National Weather Service in Chicago said that the lake temperatures of Lake Michigan in the southern part of it were around 53 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the reason why near shore it will be a little bit warmer, but it will be cooling off as we go into the evening hours and once we get some clearer skies. Now, as we go later into this weekend and into the early part of our next work week, we can see that the high pressure will continue to move off to the east, and our winds will start to slowly but surely start shifting, coming from the south, and we can see that is going to bring in some warmer temperatures. By the 2nd, which I believe is going to be on Sunday, we'll be back near the 50s, and even by the end of this week, at least what the 12Z NAM is indicating here, could see temperatures back in the upper 50s to even lower 60s. And again, that's because as this high pressure moves, the winds will start to shift from the south and we'll start to once again see some of that warm air advection. Since lake effect snow and rain showers are the main activity that we're talking about for this weather discussion, I'm going to go ahead and show an 850 map here on the 12Z NAM. And this really is the reason why we're able to get some of these snow showers. Temperatures definitely are cold enough. We're at right around -5 degrees over Lake Michigan, and the winds once again are due north. So that's the reason why, as we move this cold air over the warm lake, why we're getting some of these snow showers here in Valparaiso. But as we progress forward, we can see that as the high pressure and low both move off to the east, once again the winds will start to shift, and we can actually even see that warm air advection that we even saw at the surface also indicated pretty well here on the 850 map for the 12Z NAM run as well. So here's a quick look at our upper level winds. This is the 500 millibar level. Pretty decent jet, as we would expect with this tight temperature gradient we've been experiencing. We can see this ridge back here associated with our high pressure, so that's why we'll have plenty of clear skies. And with those clear skies, and as the winds continue to shift from the south, the reason why we should have not too bad of a warm-up for early November here in Valparaiso as we shift through. So there's the trough moving through. Even looks like this low could possibly be cut off at some points. Pretty strong jet stream at 500 millibars, right around 100, even a contour of 110 knots. So definitely a pretty strong polar jet we're experiencing here in the eastern part of the United States. As we continue to look through, we'll see that moves through. Could have another little disturbance by late midweek to the end of the week of our next week. if we get another little disturbance here. We'll actually have to see if this verifies later in the week for the NAM. And then the last thing I'm going to show you from Twister data is this is a forecast sounding. And the one thing that I just wanted to point out that we are a little bit concerned when it comes to forecasting for our lake effect snow. Let me go ahead and put this a little closer. Choose the Westville grid point. One of the things we have to be concerned about is the wind shear. Usually when we're looking for lake effect snow, we don't want to have too much directional shears that can shear off the top of our storms, because again, it's not like the summertime when our thunderstorms have instability that usually can build right through the shear. Usually shear can disrupt our patterns for lake effect snow, but we're definitely going to have cold enough temperatures and definitely have a very saturated layer is the reason why we've been experiencing cloud cover for most of the day here in Valparaiso. So let's go ahead and take a look at some satellites. So here's visible. We'll go ahead and loop through the last 12. There we go. And pretty evident. We got winds coming straight from the north, right off the lake, and we can see it is heavier over northwest Indiana where we're experiencing some of the rain and snow showers. Back off to our west where the high pressure is starting to influence, we can actually see that pretty clear cloud cover right now. But over here in Indiana, definitely experiencing the snow and rain, and this will pretty much persist for the rest of our Friday and even into early Saturday morning. But as the high pressure comes through, we should be experiencing some nice clear skies. And so here, I believe I intended to show water vapor just so we can see this trough. So let's go ahead and loop through, get a whole picture of what's going on here in the United States. All right, so here's the shortwave that's going to be moving through and deepening, and we can even see the low spinning right here over northwest Indiana. So once again, this is the main driving force, which is giving us our northerly winds for the lake effect and rain showers that we have been experiencing. But here we can even see the ridging pattern, and it's going to start clearing up and going to be much drier as this continues to move off to the east. And once again, that will lead us to our nice clear conditions. So it should be a pretty mild end of our weekend and beginning of our school week. And so here I just wanted to quickly show what the HRRR was doing. So as we go into the night, I believe this is the 17Z run of the HRRR. So expecting some possible more lake effect bands to come off of the lake tonight. But then as we go into the early morning hours on Saturdays, everything should be clearing up. As for snow accumulation, we could possibly see some snow. But once again, remember, with this being the first snowfall of the year and the fact that it's October, many of our surface temperatures are pretty warm, so the odds of the snow and any precipitation actually sticking to the roads, not very likely. But you do need to be careful if you are driving tonight because we could get below freezing and there could be some spots, especially over bridges, bridges over rivers and creeks that could freeze. So you definitely do need to be careful tonight, but we're not expecting significant accumulation, even if we do get some good snow bands to come off of the lake tonight. And so the last thing I'll show you, this is current radar. This is of 2:36 p.m. Here we'll go ahead, we'll just loop through. Once again, just indicating our winds coming off of the north, and we can see the rain and snow showers starting to form. There we go. So coming right off of the lake. Right now in Valpo, it's been right over here. It has been shifting a little bit. Chicago has seen some flurries earlier today. This could be shifting a little bit back to the south and west as the low moves out and we have the high pressure move in, and as the high pressure causes the winds to shift. So later tonight, it's probably more of Lake and Newton County that will likely see some of the heavier snow accumulations if the models are right in indicating the timing of the wind shift. So that is all for this Chi Epsilon Pi weather discussion. Hope you have a great day, and if you like the snow, go out there and enjoy it, but hopefully this won't be lasting too long. If you still want a little bit of fall left,